In this lesson, we shall look at natural numbers and whole numbers. Let's start by looking at natural numbers. And numbers used in counting are what we call natural numbers. So natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. For example, if I told you to count the number of students in the senior 1 class, then you would start by counting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. This tells us that the first natural number is 1. The number 1 is the first natural number. You cannot start to count objects from 0. You cannot start counting members in your class from 0. So the first natural number is 1. 0 is not a natural number. In fact, if I were to list the elements in the set of natural numbers, the set of natural numbers in mathematics is normally denoted with capital N. Then I would write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. So the first natural number is 1, and the set of natural numbers has an infinite number of elements. So it's uncountable. The elements are uncountable, and that's what we called an infinite set. So we could say that the set of natural numbers is an infinite set. In other words, it has an uncountable number of elements. Now, another thing we need to see from here is that natural numbers start from 1, therefore they do not include negative numbers or 0. Natural numbers do not include negatives or 0. They don't include negatives or 0. In fact, if I was to represent natural numbers on a number line, then this is what would happen. I would start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So from 1 onwards up to infinity, those are what we call natural numbers. Let's now take a look at whole numbers. Whole numbers are so similar to natural numbers. The only difference, the fundamental difference between whole numbers and natural numbers, that whole numbers include 0. So all numbers are counting numbers, including 0. The implication is the first whole number is 0. Here we saw that the first natural number was 1, whereas the first whole number is 0. If I were to write the set of whole numbers, W represents whole numbers. I would start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So the first whole number is 0. 0 is a whole number, but it's not a natural number. Likewise, we can see that the numbers from 0 onwards are uncountable. So what that means is that the set of whole numbers is an infinite set. In other words, it contains an uncountable number of elements. These numbers go up to infinity. And also what we can see from this set is that all natural numbers are whole numbers. Because we could see from 1, 2, 3, these are all natural numbers. So the set of whole numbers contains all the natural numbers. However, not all whole numbers are natural numbers. We can see that 0 is a whole number, but it's not a natural number. In fact, 0 is the only whole number that is not a natural number. So whole numbers start from 0, natural numbers start from 1. That should be understood very clearly. Also, we could say that the set of natural numbers is a subset of the set of whole numbers. You can see that all the natural numbers are also whole numbers, meaning all elements in the set of natural numbers can also be found in the set of whole numbers. That means that the natural numbers, the set of natural numbers, is a subset of the set of whole numbers. We can represent that on the number line just so we don't forget. So if I were to write numbers from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on, then the numbers from 1 up to infinity are natural numbers. And the numbers from 0 up to infinity are whole numbers. That's all about whole numbers and natural numbers.